Before I share, I would like to introduce myself.
Okay.
As I am Sister Rosie from township of Tafu district in the Rakhine State. My ministry at the moment is the youth community, working for Hansen disease and looking after orphans, HIV-affected people. At the same time, working with the MCI office in Rango. I'm really delighted to have this opportunity to share my life of past experiences along my vocational life as a religious. When I was young as a student, I was distanced with such religious environments as RNDM or any other religious sisters. So I had no knowledge of the call to a religious life. After my high school, during my summer holidays, I traveled to a sea trip for a visit, another township where my uncles lived. On the way back, my uncle took me to jetty to take the ferry boat. There I happened to meet an RNDM sister named Sister Margaret, whom my uncle already knew. He introduced her to me, and we made together sea trip on boat to our destination. In the evening, after her prayer, she started to ask me if I have desire to be a sister. I spontaneously responded to her, yes. However, my yes might not be with a serious commitment. After my final bounce, I was assigned to a village of Bodao, which is bordering to Thailand, while I worked with over 70 students who were not only displaced but were orphans. Their parents had died and fighting between the Myanmar military and KNU, Karen National Union, which is an ethnic armed group. I worked there as a nurse for over 6 years. Let me share it with you. This was a story of a 9-year-old girl who had been suspected sexually raped because she came with a bloody cast and a swelling around the genital area, but whenever I asked her for the reason behind, she did not open up to tell the truth. Finally, I could persuade her to admit that she was actually raped. As a result, the perpetrator had been caught within a few days. We could bring him to the court for the trial. He was punished with 15 years imprisonment.
Thank you so much for sharing your life of RNDMs and inspiring me to and serving many other people, saving other people's life. Thank you so much for helping others and inspiring.
Yes.
Who and what inspired you to be an RNDM?
For me, is if I mention the name, one of my sister inspire me is Sister Patricia Chichiwen. I inspire for her being kind and patient and gentle and humble. So in my life, we have been together 2 times in 2 communities. So the first time, before I joined to the congregation, so the second time was we have been together for 4 years at Yangon community. She is not only kind to me, but also she kind all sisters. So I learned from her a lot. So some sister needs advanced treatment and Rango. So some sister are hospitalized. She look after them kindly and patiently. So I copy and practice what she behave. These are why I inspire her. The other inspiration I like this congregation sisters are wearing a traditional dress according to our own country. And then we are international community. So RNDM sisters are working for the migrants, the needy, working at education ministry. So for the women empowerment. So, and then a renewal program for the Middle East sisters. So, and then young sister for the Ibao program. So these are inspired to me, sister.
Thank you, sister, for sharing your rich experiences with me. And I congratulate you for celebrating 25 years of your life in RNDM. I pray for you and your mission, and also you pray for us, especially for me as I'm preparing myself for final vows, so that I may prepare well and I too become one day like you, missionary. Thank you so much, sister.